Breakfast today? Yeah. That sugar. I said, what's up, sugar? What's up? You here?
So you want to see one more thing to fix?
I don't work on saws anymore.
You don't, huh? Okay.
I mean, if it needs a roll, like that one.
No. Well, that's okay.
If it needs engine work, like that.
Well, it starts harder than hell, and then when she gets it going, it acts like it flips out. No, okay, you don't sharpen chains anymore either?
I do, but that saw's pretty old, but that isn't it?
No.
It's not.
Less than 10 years.
Sounds like the crank seals are out of it. But
Okay.
so,
Yeah, it's probably... Well, I bought it when I bought that land, and that would have been probably 7 years ago.
you use a lot.
Just looks like it. No, that's okay. Does Laverne out there work on them? Or?
I haven't talked to him for a while. I mean, a long time. Doug Kirshner said he talked to him not too long ago. I don't know if he's. I haven't even drove by his place. Otherwise, I don't know. River Falls, Ace Hardware, but they're gonna sell you a new saw.
The runnings over there, I think they work on them.
No, I don't think so. What do you mean?
Huh?
I don't think so. They might work on saws, but I don't. They don't have. Where last I heard, they don't have those small engine mechanics. But that's been a while ago.
Well, when I bought the thing, they had it.
They have. Yeah. Cody Howell, he was just out of high school. He used to work down there, but they had like 2 guys, and they weren't making enough money to cover the wages, so they quit that. But they might service the steels because technically, if you sell the saws, you're supposed to service them. But Casey sends his up to the Falls because he sells them up there.
He sent his to River
I
Falls.
would imagine because he doesn't, unless he's got somebody that huts us once in a while.
God, I think someone's got to service these chainsaws. They're not cheap.
Yeah. With the shop rates going up so much, you're gonna have a couple hundred into it. And his new saw is about $350.
Yeah, I think this one's $500. $500.
Yeah.
Well, you better start working on the saw.
I'm getting out of this. This is my last year.
Ah, you say that every year.
I'm gonna go down to Prima. I heard they're hiring $23 an hour to start.
Huh, more than that.
More than that.
Dude, if you were interested in making a change,
I just want to try forklift.
well, no, we are in desperate need of mechanics, and you will qualify.
Like a mechanic for what? Like maintenance?
Industrial.
Oh.
And they're going to start at 28. The moment you walk in the door, you're going to start at 28. Maintenance does.
Nick Ryan should be back there.
And, then they got this progression period. So you start off as a B, right? Then there's these online Amatrol classes, they call them Amatrol. They're kind of stupid classes, but you get paid on overtime to do them.
Yeah.
You don't do them at home, you do them at work. And, I mean, I'm somebody like you, within 3 months, if you were aggressive, you'll be an A mechanic, and that's 30. And then, if you want to be more aggressive, you can get up to A plus. That's 30 to 80. Well, actually, now it's June 1st. It'll be. Well, yeah, everything's going up 80 cents June 1st. So you'd be almost 29 just walk in the door. I'm just saying we are in desperate need of mechanics.
Fuck, everybody's looking for help, aren't they?
Well, they are. They are. But
How long do you think it'll last, though, before the economy fucking shits over?
Well, for us, it's not going to because we're union. The wages ain't going to go down.
Right, but I mean, all the hiring that's going on.
Well, it all depends if the president lets all the freaking Mexicans in.
Yeah.
Trump put a kibosh to a lot of that. Made it a lot harder. And actually, I'm just saying, Yeah.
Did you guys lose a lot of people like during COVID?
No, they're just fucking worthless bastards. Don't want to work. I mean, if you come into production, I don't know who told you 23. Production.
Was that Heinz? Well, Duffers retired from down there.
That fucker retired like 8 years ago. It probably was that. Production, you're going to start at, to be a production, you're going to start at 26.62.
Yeah.
26.62. That's a good start at production.
What do you do down there?
Well, I work third shift because I can't stand people.
Work third shift?
Oh, yeah. I
You were on second before.
Yep. Yep. And the kids, a little, yeah. We're not a factory at all. It's more like a feed mill.
Mm.
I mean, manual labor is not existent anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you run a department. You know what I mean? Like the first department is called Digest. They grind big pallets of frozen meat, run through this grinder, and
It's got to stink.
make batches and stuff. I mean,
Ryan, he don't work down there no more, does he?
no, Ryan quit.
Where'd he go?
He went back to his old job,
Which one?
Anderson Windows.
Oh, that's right.
He went back there. But maintenance would be the type of key if you were thinking about making a change.
Well, this year I think, because my kid graduated 2 years ago. 2020 or whatever. Then he didn't go to school yet. He's going to go to school this year.
Right.
But he couldn't get his license because he couldn't take the driver's test and all that whole shit. And so he doesn't have his license yet. He's got a permit. He's had to do his permit 3 times. But once he gets his license, and he's got a little eBay store. That's where all the shit is. But once he goes to school, I think do something.
Yeah. Well, don't wait. The only reason I say that is because the way that place is with Union, everything's in seniority. You know, you'd be surprised the difference a couple people under you can make.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
My wife works at the casino, and they have, before COVID, they had 1,800 people that work there. And then they closed the casino, for 3 months. And then some of the stuff didn't come back because they couldn't, like the valet parking. And then there's a lot of old people that work down there too, co-checks. And the buffet didn't reopen, so they lost people there. And they offered them different positions, Some of them retired, some of them, the old people COVID, they just didn't want to come back. Well, now they're down to like 1,300, and they're fucking desperate because they need to get the whole place open. And then we got some concert series down there, and they need to be like all hands on deck. My wife could work fucking 70 hours a week if she wanted to. They give $1,000 bonus, just a retention bonus to everybody last year. Then they just give it. She gets half of it tomorrow, and then another one. And then all the little Christmas, she got like $250 Christmas bonus, and plus a regular bonus that she got for Christmas, just to fucking keep people there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That place, it hasn't been like that the whole, you guys haven't needed that many people for a while, have you?
Well, we've been on the fight, hiring and firing and people quitting for about 3 years. But some of these people they bring in, I looked at my HR girl and one girl, I says, "What the fuck did you hire her?" Well, what do you mean, Keith? I says, "She's 5 feet tall, weighs 300 pounds. I said, "Who the fuck passed her on her physical?" I don't say F, but that's just the way I said it. Who passed her on her physical?
Yeah.
I says, "What job do you think she can do here?"
Yeah.
Keith, you can't discriminate. I said, "Well, obviously I can. I mean, I can." I says, "Discriminate, it's not a matter of discrimination. It's a matter of being physically capable of doing a job."
Yeah.
I said, "She's 5 feet tall and weighs 300 pounds. What am I supposed to put her on the forklift and carry around her? I mean, what do you want me to do here? I'm serious. Well, and I think she took offense to it because it was a fucking colored girl. And it has nothing to do with the color of her skin. She was 5 feet tall and 300 pounds. I'm like, what do you think she's going to do here? Oh, I'm serious. Who passed her on her physical? Well, then, after, you spend your first week in orientation, and then the second week, she was out on the floor for like 3 days, training on a job, And then she mysteriously had a family emergency. And then the HR girl says, well, Keith, do you think we should wait? Do you think we should wait for her to see if she'll come back? I said, fuck no. What is the matter with you? I'm serious. I told her, I said, if you can't discriminate, you got no business being on the interviewing committee.
Stupid. My wife got a call today. She's off this week because she had fucking disease. But her friend Ashley, but she worked down there 3 years ago, and she quit and went somewhere. But then she got hired back, and then she worked for another year and a half or whatever. Her husband's a truck driver. They lived down Haggard. So they like hunting and fishing and stuff, so they found a place in Montana. So they packed up about 6-8 months ago and moved to Montana, or Colorado. And all of a sudden now, her and her husband had gotten a fight, or not together no more, so she would come back, her mom was in Red Wing. So she moved back to Red Wing. Well, what she do, she hired, goes back to the casino. She worked there. So put an application in, and, they're going to hire. My wife got a phone call today, and her purse isn't here. She was out doing something. And I go, yeah, hang on a second. Well, got her. And it was Treasure Island. It was HR. It said a representative of Treasure Island was calling for. And she goes, we need to give, Ashley, whatever last name is. We give her a reference for her job. It's like, the fucking girl's worked there 3 times. It's like, one part don't know what the other part's doing. Can't you see on her application? Yeah, I worked at Treasure Island from this time to this time. I quit. Moved back,
We had a girl one time, and I told him, don't hire her. She ain't worth a damn. She's not worth a damn. I knew her my whole life. Went to high school with her, was in 4-H with her. She ain't worth a damn. They fucking hire her anyways. Well, Keith, we can't discriminate. I'm like, so they hire her. She wasn't there a month, and they found out how worthless she is, and they haven't fired her. I'm like, well, this made a lot of fucking sense, didn't it?
They hired Joey Sanford back.
Joey
Sanford. Oh, he was
down in where I work?
Yeah.
That name never rings a bell.
He got fired from down there. He fell asleep in the blue closet.
What was his name?
Joe Sanford.
Joe! Years ago, Joe. Yeah, years ago. Years ago. Yeah, years ago.
He works for Friars or for Walters now.
So, he wasn't a bad kid. And he got stuck on day shift inside sanitation, and it's because it was lower paid than everything else, and we got it fixed. And it's like, he got with some of them guys on days, and it's like, they told him, you just got to stay hid. So that's what he did. Well, yeah, you're on your probation period, and and then there was one guy that walked in the room closet, and found him sleeping, so he reported him. Well, that's instant termination during your probation period.
It was during his probation, huh?
Huh?
It was during his probation period?
Yeah. You got a 3-month probation period. And it's like, if I would have got him on the back shift and, and put him on a regular job, I think he would have been okay. Yeah. But he got on, oh God, yeah, that's right.
He's got 5 brothers, or I think there's 5.
Yeah, he's from River Falls.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm from. My nephew was same age, and he's friends with all of them boys. They all demo derby together, or they used to back in the younger days. We call Joey the retard because he's the retard out of the 5.
Well, and then some of Joe's problem was, he ran his mouth like he knew everything.
He does now still.
And it's like, that instantly turned people off. You know what I mean? And when you do that during your probationary period, there's guys just looking to get you fired.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't want you.
It's not that he runs his mouth, it's when he talks, you don't want to listen to him.
No. I mean, it's like, because I've been union steward down there for like 15 years. And he was only there like a couple of weeks. He was there. Well, no, he was there like 2 months before we fired him. He was there a couple of weeks, and he says, "Keith, they don't have the right to tell me I can't have a gun in my car." I said, a company policy, when you got hired, and the rules of conduct says you can't have a weapon in your vehicle.
It's just,
I got a conceal and carry permit.
it doesn't matter, it's the company rules.
I said, this is private property, Joe. I said, they can do whatever they want. I mean, and it said it when you got hired. You can't have a weapon in your car. He was there like 2 weeks, and he's arguing that they can't stop me from having a gun in my car. I got to conceal and carry. And I'm like, dude, you've been here like 2 weeks, and you're already. I mean,
Well, my wife, she had to sign a big consent form, a lot of them. Like, because there's TV commercials she's been on, or not TV, but TikTok things, and they have a whole thing for fucking advertising down there. They do a lot of the advertising in-house, so it's, it's just walking through the restaurant, and you have like 30-second little fucking, but she's just gonna sign off. She's gonna get paid for that. But if she's, say, down at fucking Liberty's bar, drunkard and pissed, with fucking her Treasure Island clothes on, and somebody's seen that, even though she's not working, she's fired.
Yeah.
Or they get paid to run the parade with your clothes, and you just got a t-shirt on. And if you do something wrong or trash the place, you're fired.
That's a little much, But I mean, it's fucking people. I mean, it's like I'm fighting with them right now. Because we had some guys that bring their dogs in at night, leaving their car, take them for a walk on their break. And they're on 12, 16 hours. Right? Company says you can't have an animal in your car anymore. I said, fuck off. It says there's no place in the rules of conduct that says you can't have a fucking dog in your car. And I says, our contract, the one part of our contract, it says no rules or regulations leading to disciplinary has to be mutually agreed upon by the company and the union. And I said, I didn't fucking agree to this new rule. I said, what is the big deal about one guy that brings his dog in, leaves it in his car, and then lets it out on his break?
Yeah.
I agreed to allow, if you take it out of your car, put it on a leash. That's very reasonable.
Right.
I said, these guys are on 12, and this particular guy's 16-hour days.
Yeah.
What do you do with your fucking dog?
Right.
He's a single guy. I'm like, you fuck him. I fight with him. It is. It's a good time. I said, you guys don't have a right to tell us what I can't do and do. What's next? I looked at that little HR girl. She's like 100 pounds, 24 years old. Telling me I can't have a dog in your car. What's next? You can check my car for porn, or I mean, you know what I mean? There does come a point. I mean, a weapon, illegal drugs.
Well, as far as a weapon is concerned, even if you can still carry it, it's the rules of the business.
Correct.
It doesn't really matter what.
I mean, if they say you can't have a weapon, meaning a gun, an illegal drugs, meth, marijuana, whatever, I can live with that. But
A lot of places, they don't want cell phones, like cell phone video, of like especially production places. That specialize in making something. They don't want that shit getting on YouTube.
That's why, like us, unless you have special permission, your locker, the break room, your car, is the only place you want stuff. Yeah. Which is very reasonable. I mean, this is very reasonable. I mean, I got special permission to have it on me. I don't even have it on me. I have it in my control room, where I control everything. Yeah. Because we have problems at night, or they see something on the computer, they text me, or they call my phone, cell
Yeah.
phone. So, but I mean, I don't have it out on the floor. I mean, some fucking people. All right, well, I'm gonna go on the search. I wonder if that Danny Kearns down in Bay City or Esdale. I wonder if he works on cells.
The only one I'm thinking of would be McGee's Fix It in Baldwin. You know, if you go into Baldwin, the old Main Street or whatever, I think they took the stoplight out now, but where the First National Bank is, and you go towards the creamery, or where that creamery used to be, that's a dead-end street there.
Okay.
Right at the end, across from the park, there's that little, looks like a house, and it was McGee's Fix It. Harry, the old man, he's been dead for 10 years, but Don, he used to be the mayor of Baldwin, and he still could be, I don't know. But he works in there, and he's 60s. He was a school bus driver, so he's not there like in the morning hours and the afternoon hours. But I'm pretty sure they're still open, because I go up to Smith Sales once in a while. I come through there, and it looks like there's equipment out there.
I'm surprised. I mean, Doug out there, he doesn't work now.
He's kind of retired. Have you seen Doug's house? Looks just like the old man's. He was over here
Yeah. Well, I just knew he started up a small engine.
a long time ago. He just doesn't. I mean, I'm friends with him, and he'll call me for advice or to get parts, so you don't have to order it. And I'll go out there to find some junk parts, and Um, but he 2 months ago, I think he turned 62 or 65. No, he turned 65. I think, and so he retired. He's got some rental properties. He bought a cabin or a house up north 6-8 years ago for cheap. He goes so on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He's up cabin. But he
hasn't been open that long, has he?
not really. I mean, he doesn't work that. Like for me, I do like probably 25 times the work he does. But he just kind of putzes, and and then people bring him just a shit of a shit of a shit. And he'll take it in, and then it'll sit there because you can't get parts for half that crap. And then he's, cheap, $25 an hour, he says. People drop off fucking curb alert fucking lawnmowers. Hey, fix this fucker. Okay. And then the thing will sit there, and you don't have the heart to tell it it's junk, My kid's been cleaning out behind his building there, back behind that hayfield. There's fucking, there must be 30, 40 push mowers and fucking riders tipped over and just that. We went out there last fall and took like 5, 6 of them, because my kid sells that shit. He parts everything out, scraps it, and sells all the shit on eBay. So,
Yeah. All right.
well,
Thank
you
you.
work hard tonight.
We'll see you, man.
See ya. Cody! Cody! How's that?
And guys, kind of. And guys, kind of.
gotta go get that trailer.
Taylor,
That one more from that.
are you going to? Okay. No, well, see you. Take your time. Yeah, like I said, I made about $8 profits, and that's pretty good. And usually I keep these together. I kept the usually I sell the base and the cover together. But this I actually was able to put out the cover and the base and sell these separate, which I thought was kind of odd that they were selling them separate. A lot of these stuff that you normally wouldn't sell, only sell. I guess that was kind of strange, but you know, whatever. And I made actually a little more profit than I would if I sold these together. They're still together. They sell for $16.99 free shipping. The 504 or something, 504 ship. And I free ship it. So I didn't have to pay probably about 10, 12 ounce fee. About $4. And then I pay probably about $3. So I only make about $9. This way I actually make about 13. Maybe about 10, even 10. Make about $13 here, so can't complain, you know. Make about $3.5 more, so I can't complain. So, take care.